Do you have a pet at home? Do you love him endlessly, but you have challenges with his behavior? Do you dream of having a peaceful time with your beloved pet and quiet talk when you have visitors? Listen to these 3 initial SOS tips on achieving a peaceful, relaxed, and quiet living with your pet and gain the friendly looks of the neighbors. Hi, Petra.
Hi, Anna.
I'm so glad that you are a part of our Loving Mom team because pets are for many big part of our lives and what you do is extraordinary. I teach parents how to connect with children and help them calm down and heal wounds if they have any, but you do this with pets. So let's start with what's the most important thing we have to focus if we want our pet to cooperate.
Dear Anna, thank you from my heart for your kind words. It's a pleasure to be in such a loving team. And yes, I work almost the same way with pets as you do with children. Everything I do, I teach, I do in the most possible loving way for animals and for their owners. About cooperation, everyone's wish is to have a pet which cooperates with him. But first we must put the word cooperation in context. What does it mean for us? First, whether pets do something for us, does something for us or with us because otherwise punishment follows. This is one. Or other, whether they do it because they want to and because they enjoy to be with us. This second one is the real cooperation in my world. Everything else I see as slavery. So the most important thing we have to focus on if we want our pets to cooperate with us in the real meaning of cooperation, through my knowledge and experience, is the feeling of safety. So this is this is what we have to focus on. It's so important that our pets feel safe. So the first important step when a pet comes into our lives is to establish a trusting relationship with them. Relationship where our pet trusts us, where they know that we are the ones who take responsibility. This is really the foundation that is absolutely necessary, and from here on we can then help them to heal their fears or unresolved traumas. And the next step for us, so if they are afraid of something or even have traumas, is to help them step by step to heal from inside out. So these are the 2 important steps that lead them to a feeling of safety, connection with us and resolve fears and traumas. And this is then the time we can invite them to cooperate with us. We do not demand from them cooperation, but we always invite them. When they cooperate, we thank them. When they do, thank you, I'm proud of you. And all these little experiences connect us. And our relationships then turns into friendships where both of us are happy to work together. And what could be nicer than that? But another important thing we must not forget is, in addition to trusting relationships, the feeling of safety also includes taking care of all basic living conditions, adequate food, water, shelter, physical, mental activity, of course, suitable for the type of the animal. So the feeling of safety is the most important thing, as I see.
So it can be done. You will introduce today 3 ideas how to help our pet to be more calm, relaxed, and quiet. So let's start with the first one.
Okay, given what I already said, the common thing of all my advice will always be the feeling of safety. I will start with ones that we can introduce in our lives today, so the easy one, and we will most likely perceive more relaxation and peace in our animals. So let's start with the crucial one, working on our own peace and relaxation. Animals and humans share feelings. It can be the stress we bring home from work, or animals perceive our unpeace. They take this unpeace on themselves and express it in their own way, usually one we don't like. So then our reaction to their stress is our stress again, no? And or they are unpeaceful with something, and their own response triggers the response is in us, and so we can cycle in these negative feelings no matter who started with. But the good news is, however, it doesn't matter who the cause is, who started with the unpeace. We can always be the ones to break the cycle of these negative feelings. And it's so nice to have this power. We no longer strengthen these negative emotions in ourselves or in our animals, but through co-regulation with our own calmness. When we calm down, we can help the animals to calm themselves as well. So our own stability and our own inner peace is the best tool to help our animals to be peaceful. So we can start with one very easy breathing technique. 3-3-6, it means you breathe for 3 seconds in, wait for 3 seconds, and breathe out for 6 seconds. And when you breathe out, you relax your whole body. We can do it several times. You ask, so for several times, maybe 6 times. We can do it in stressful situations. It's the way you cheat your body into more relaxed state. So this is the first idea, S.O.S.
And the second is?
Yeah, the second idea is the safe place. Animals are often restless, loud, tense, because they lack a feeling of safety. Therefore, for us, one of the simplest changes we can make is that our animal has its own safe place, which we do not interfere with other than by helping them to feel safe there. So is such safe place for them. This is the place where we then begin to build the foundation, trusting relationships, deep connections between us and the animal, and everything else is then built out from this place. The safe place can be where the animal may have already shown that they feel good, so we can choose that place. We put their bed there, and nobody reaches in that place. So it's also important that it's not exposed to external disturbances. So that's it. No, that's the second idea. We find the safe place for them where they can find their own peace when they need to.
Such an easy thing to do, but it makes so much sense.
Yes.
Great. And the third is?
The third, also not so hard to introduce in our life, or maybe is routine. Routine gives a feeling of safety to every living being. When a good routine is established, animal knows when or what to expect in the next moment. Food, walk, play, learn, time for rest. with that, they can become more stable, more peaceful, and then we can bring this calmness into bigger challenges. So if there is chaos in your life, start maybe with one small change, maybe with mornings and evenings. Choose hour of morning and evening walk, and that's enough for the start. Maybe we start with little changes and then build up. So also routine is very important, yes.
I think we could talk for hours, but tell us, why does this work better than punishment and force?
Yes, we could. But I will tell you shortly as I can. Because by building feeling of safety, we build contact and relationship with our animals. And on the other hand, by punishment and force, we lose this. We lose contact, we broke relationship. And what is more important than good contact, we have studies that have shown that the most obedient animals are highly overwhelmed by stress hormones, which are not good for long-term survival. The punishment system puts the animal in stress, the feeling of safety is broken, and when the feeling of safety is destroyed, our system falls into phase of fight or flight, or even freezes or dissociates in the long run. So these animals are then, when you see them, are like robots without spark in their eyes. They always look into the void. They are slaves, not friends. But when we first built a solid foundation with our animals by building feeling of safety, trusting relationship, our animal feels safe, and then the system we want is turned on. When the animal is curious, teachable, calm, or playful, oxytocin, the happy hormone, is released. And this is then when animal cooperates with us because she wants to and because she feels happy with us. So to sum up, when we work with an animal on the principle of dominance, we do not see them, the beings, we only see our desires, and they must fulfill them for us. We have a slave, which may be obedient, but it is flooded with stress hormones in the long run. Nice, this is sometimes you see such dogs, horses, and it looks nice on the outside, but it's not so nice on the inside. When you look in their hearts. If we work with animals through building a feeling of safety, where we see them, when we hear them, when we lovingly guide them, then we have relaxed animal in front of us who wants to be in our company and look forward to our shared adventures. And that's what most people really want. I hope, I know they really want. And it's not only beautiful on the outside, but above all, it's beautiful on the inside. That's my answer.
Thank you, Petra. For which animals this works? You were talking about dogs, but I know that you work with different animals.
It works in all animals with consciousness. Which ones these are, let's everyone answer for themselves. I have had wonderful experience with working with dogs, horses, cats, birds, goats, sheep, cows, big cows, and also with wild deer. I once worked with horses in the immediate vicinity of the forest, and there were 4 deer who fell asleep a few meters away in the forest. So they were absolutely aware of my presence. In that hour, I was working with horses. I create safe place for them. The horses were relaxed, they were sleeping, and then I watched in the forest, and also the 4 deer were sleeping. Before I only seen deer in a run. Yes, I'm sure if I would work with horses in a dominant way, deer wouldn't join us. So for which animals? For all. Above all, for those who are emotionally wounded, who are scared, who are shut down, because there is nothing more beautiful in this world than when we can help them to open again, to finally come again and enjoy life.
I can actually see that what you do is from your heart. So thank you, Petra.
Thank you.
If you want to work with Petra one-on-one, you can find her on our page, lovingmom.org. She's an animal therapist and she offers pet counseling. Stay loving and present, and I really hope, Petra, that a lot of people sees you and that you will be able to share your knowledge and help animals through their owners.
Thank you, Anna.
Bye.
Bye.